Hey everyone, I just have set up my intention. It's going to be a little experiment, so I thought I'd film it and we'll see what happens. I was lucky enough to receive a beautiful box of Sennelier Oil pastels that I have been wanting for a long time. And I've tried a couple of them, but I haven't tried all the colors yet. So I wanted to just try them out and see which ones I love. And then this week I treated myself to a box of Luminance pencils. And look, there's just so many beautiful ones in here. So I'm going to just do this little experiment. I've been working on a technique or method, I guess, or process where I've taken some of the big sheets that my granddaughter Nora and I draw on when she's here, and really it's just like a bunch of scribbles and me drawing little flowers and things for her, and then I take them and I push them further, and I've created some beautiful artworks out of those initial pieces. Let me just show you. So this whole series, they're all packaged up ready to go, started with a collaborative drawing on a sheet of paper this size that Nora and I started, this one as well. So some of them I cut up, like this one was half of the sheet, and then the other one I cut up into smaller pieces. So it's just a really fun process, and I thought I would share it with you. Not sure if it's going to work out, but we shall see. So I'm going to just stop talking, and I'm just really going to be testing out the colors and probably put a little bit of music to it, and we'll see what happens. Oh, I should mention that I have actually done something a little bit different this time, and I haven't finished. I've taped down the sheet and divided it up into 8 sections of approximately 9 by 12 inches each. I'm just using regular masking tape. And this is also something I do at my workshops, and it gives us the opportunity to work across the whole sheet, but then we get this magical moment when we take off the tape and we end up with these beautiful individual pieces that sometimes are just astounding on their own, and other times I work into, at that point, to resolve. So just regular masking tape, I'm taping the sheet. This is an 18 by 24 inch sheet of Strathmore watercolor paper. It's 300 GSM or 140 pounds. It's cold pressed, and it's my favorite to work on as an everyday paper to paint on. Alrighty, let's get testing. So I'm thinking a little bit about the colors that I'm choosing, because I'm realizing as I kind of move along, I probably don't want to try out every single color if I'm going to try and resolve this and create some kind of an artwork. Even if it's going to be an abstract piece, I don't want it to be too crazy with every color under the sun. So I didn't really think about that when I got started, but I'm thinking about it now. Some beautiful colors and they're so luscious. And one kind of, this is like a lipsticky pink thing. Beautiful. Just trying to make, you know, slightly different moves on each one. Connecting through in some of them. All right, I'm gonna put those away for now. I'm gonna bring out the Luminance pencils and I'm gonna just try and let these colors and these marks direct me. So this one is a beautiful anthraquinoid pink. Take that for a little walk around. This one is cornelian. Look at these colors. Oh, beautiful, amazing. And it feels so smooth and lovely. This one is brown ochre. This one is green ochre as well. Lovely. This one here is Perylene brown. Interesting. Notice I'm leaving a little bit of white space. I don't want to kind of get rid of everything. I think I need to add in this one. This is a beautiful color, purplish red. Oh, how nice is that? Up there next to that orange, look at that. And then let's have a look and see what's underneath. And let's try this one here, which is moss green. Nice. Let's choose one more color. Let's go for, actually I might choose 2 more colors. Malachite green. This looks, oh, so luscious, so beautiful. And then I'm going to add in just one more color. This one down here is calling my name. This is burnt ochre. Alrighty. So, didn't try everything out, but I think I have enough on there now. And so what I'm going to do now is just do this kind of little response thing that I do sometimes, where I just look at what's on the paper and then I just make one more move, okay? So just looking what's on here, my first move might be to bring in a dark color that can bring out the white oil pastel that I have on there to give us kind of a resist effect. So I'm going to start with that. Just going to bring a couple of inks over at a time. I've got maroon blue, I've got antelope brown, I've got some Payne's grey and some white. So let's just start with Payne's grey. And I'm only going to need a tiny little bit on here, just a drop, wherever I see this white, and a nice wide brush, and we'll just kind of pull it over. Look at that lovely resist happening. So you can see all of those oil pastels just resisting beautifully. And then in a couple of them, I think I'm going to do something a little bit different and bring in some antelope brown instead. A couple of drops, maybe a little bit of antelope brown in a couple of other places. It's looking a bit exciting. All right. I like to document my process, so I'm just going to take a photo of where we're at right now. That helps to remind me next time that I want to do something like this, that the steps that I actually took. Okay, so I think I've gone about as far as I can go with this at this point, unless I, want to scratch through a little bit more in some of the wet, this kind of thing, a little bit more mark making. It's gotten a little bit muddy, but I think you'll see once I actually take off the masking tape that a little bit of mud amongst those more vivid colors actually it allows those colors to sing even more. If the whole piece is just filled with saturated color, then sorry, it's hard to paint and talk at the same time. If the whole piece is filled with saturated color, then the eye gets a bit tired. And so bringing in some of these less vibrant, more neutral, or you could even say muddy colors, actually allows the rest of the painting to work even better. So I'm going to actually just stop there. I'm going to take the masking tape off. I feel like there's some of them that are working better than others. Some of them have gotten a little bit overworked, but we'll see what happens when we have the white border around them, and then see where I can take them next. And this is probably going to be a several step process, and I'm going to have to wait for these to dry, so it'll be done in several stages. When you're taking off the masking tape, just make sure, the longer you leave it on, the harder it is to take off. So just make sure that you take it off slowly, and you take it off on the diagonal. And if anything starts to rip, just kind of change directions. Just keep an eye on it. If you just yank it off, you're going to rip the paper for sure. So just take your time, breathe. Think of it as a meditative practice. And actually, I almost forgot, but it's great to keep this tape. I've actually other times kept the tape and then used the tape as collage, torn it up and used it as collage in other paintings. So I'm going to just put the tape aside. Oops, there's a little bit starting to rip. Don't worry too much if you do get a little tear, because that's going to be when you mount it or frame it or sell it, that will be under matting anyway. But what an amazing array of colors we've been able to achieve just from a select few inks and acrylic paints. Try your hand with different tapes. Unfortunately, the last tape that I bought, I saw a packet that was 6 packets of masking tape, and it was the same price as one of the professional brands at the hardware store. So I bought it, but it really isn't as good. So it is worth paying the extra. And there we have it, 8 little abstracts that you can keep abstracted or you can work into to create something else. So I'm going to sit with them for a little while. And think about what I might want to do.